First of all, great discussion, and it might interest you to know that Facebook, while you guys were talking, just banned a number of high-profile commentators, some of them very controversial, but just highlights the urgency of this topic and this panel.
Was Jeremy among them?
I don't believe so. I believe Paul Joseph Watson was, and a number of other figures. But anyway, my question's actually about transparency. So we know that Google doesn't tell us some things. At the congressional hearing, Sundar Pichai said that Google doesn't manually intervene in search results. A month later, we got an inside scoop revealing that they do intervene in search results and around specifically political topics as well. So I was wondering what the panel thought about what sort of transparency we'd like to see from these companies, what sort of things could be made transparent, and how it would get around their arguments that it would infringe on their proprietary technology.
I'm going to be a little bit, I think, at the risk of sounding too sympathetic to Google, I do think that I am somewhat defensive of. What we were able to show in our antitrust complaint in Europe is that there's sort of this meta point that intrinsic to Google's search itself, there are tools that you can use to gauge transparently how Google weighs particular pages. And by that I mean you can basically add a Boolean query. You can say, if I'm doing a search for, Google TGIF, I can add a open parentheses, nytimes.com or statement, Breitbart.com, close parentheses, and I would expect to see Breitbart higher up because you broke the TGIF. And so that's that's one way of doing that. And there are like, if you were to kind of point that at Yelp and say, hey, should Yelp be more transparent? There are efforts by spammers who are hell-bent on misleading consumers, who are trying to basically astroturf their pages and write tons of fake 5-star reviews. We have to have certain things that are ambiguous, or else they can do that. But it does get trickier with these subjective political things when you have kind of one-off blacklisting. So I don't have like a clean answer to that.